testing, you'll see where on the left-hand side, okay, there are decisions that are made by the researchers based on that p-value. Okay, so you can essentially do one of two things. You can reject the null hypothesis, or you can fail to reject the null hypothesis. So then if you move into this matrix, remember hypothesis testing, you're trying to take a sample and then project, if your sample's large enough, project it as the state of affairs in the population. Okay, so if you reject the null hypothesis, but it's a false positive, you have created a type 1 error. You have established a type 1 error, okay? Typically, it's more of a problem than having a type 2 error. It's usually more important to be cautious about saying there is a difference when one does not actually exist. The other option here would be that there is an effect and the null is false and correctly rejected, and therefore there is no error. All right, so the decision for rejecting the null hypothesis, you have the option, you have the possibility of either making a determination that it's correctly been rejected, or if there's a false positive, it could be a type 1 error. Now, if we go down here to the other option here with, I apologize, my mouse is really not doing well tonight. Okay, this one right here, all right, fail to reject the null hypothesis. And if it's correctly not rejected, then there's no error. All right, so if the null is true, there's no error. If there's a false negative, typically less of a problem than a type 1 error, the false negative would be considered a type 2 error where the null is, the effect actually exists. Okay? Any questions? All right. Have I thoroughly confused everybody? Okay, good. Absolutely, and processing. I'll take both of those. Okay.